With Shockwave looking for their first win at home, battling the Billings Outlaws out to the Sundome for a little bit of the pigskin. The Outlaws only 1-2. Could it be Yakima's night? Second quarter tied at 14. Jeff Thomas finds Brian Carter in the back of the zone. The former Central standout does a show for the home folks. But Billings has an answer. Tom Gracious going deep to Arthur Jackson. Who cares about the wall? He hangs on. Outlaws take a 1-point lead. Yakima, it goes to their biggest target, Romaine Smith. One of this guys getting scouted by the NFL, tied at 28 at the half. The third quarter's been tough on Yakima all season long, and that trend would continue. Thomas picked off by Brian Gaines. The Wave lose another close one at home, 41-35 the final. Yakima dips below 500 for the first time.
The heartbreaker. You know, we drive the ball away from our 5-yard line down to their 5-yard line, and you know. And again, it's a decision. The quarterback decided to throw the ball. Maybe could have had a chance to get in if he'd have ran it. It's one of those things.
And we got all the way down to the 5, you know, with fourth down and a chance to win. So, you know, we put ourselves in position. It's just a matter of closing the deal.
And they'll be bowling in Seattle next January. College football's Oahu Bowl is now the Jeep Seattle Bowl. First game is January 2nd at Safeco Field, but then all future contests will be at the new Seahawks Stadium. Organizers expect a pretty good matchup.
Welcome back, everyone. The Yakima Shockwave are undefeated on the road this year, but coming into tonight's contest with the Billings Outlaws, the Wave had yet to win a game at home. Yakima hoping the third time would be the charm this evening. Early in the first, Tom Gracious drops back and hits Damon Wilkins for the short touchdown pass that nearly takes me out in the process. That made it 7-zip in favor of the Outlaws, but the Shockwave would respond on their very first play from scrimmage. Jeff Thomas hooks up with his favorite target, Brian Carter, who takes it to the house. He's going to do a little showboating as well. This would tie things up at 7 apiece. Billings back on the attack now in the second quarter. Gracious goes up top to big number 7, Fontez Jefferson. That counts for 6 as the Outlaws took a 21-20 lead. And you've got to like the celebration in the end zone by the Outlaws right here. The Shockwave respond, though. Thomas looks long to former Eastern Washington Eagle Romaine Smith. And Romaine makes a great grab at the goal line for the touchdown. That would put Yakima on top 28-21 just before the break. But the home team would fall apart in the second half, and here's your final score. The Outlaws outplay the Shockwave for a 41-35 victory. The loss drops the Shockwave below the 500 mark for the first time in franchise.
Tonight at the Sundome, and the Yakima Shockwave of the National Indoor Football League hosted Utah in its first ever home game. A good turnout tonight. About 4,700 fans showed up for the game. In the first quarter, Shockwave get on the board first when running back Keith Evans spins off the pile for a 2-yard touchdown run. That made it 6-0 Yakima. But no one could stop number 41 for Utah. It's Fina Unga, big number 41. He finds some room. He bounces off a couple tackles from 11 yards out. He reaches the end zone. The Express is up 19-12 in the second quarter. The Shockwave would respond on their next possession, though. Jeff Thomas will drop back and air it out for Central Washington star Brian Carter, who hauls in the 44-yard bomb. Then he runs and jumps up into the stands, but unfortunately, Utah was too much for the Shockwave. They win by the final score of 39-25. Well, if you haven't forgotten about the XFL already, you will when it goes away forever after the season ends